almost never come up here to the summit of Owl's Head Park. It's like a pavilion up here. Sometimes in the morning I'll come up and people will be doing yoga in the pavilion. I came over here last summer and it was kind of trashy, but it looks like they cleaned it up pretty nicely now. Forgive me, I'm a little out of breath coming up the hill, but it's quite charming. I know they do concerts here once in a blue, but you know, me doing my hermit thing, it's not really my cup of tea, so to speak. But here at night with the lights on, quite charming. These lights give it kind of like almost an ethereal quality. It'd be nice to take a little walk up this way with a friend or companion. As it's been, nothing forthcoming and nothing really sought either, to tell you the truth. But quite a nice pavilion, you know? Like when my world was first shattered, I ran up through this park. I forget which tree it was. Something down the hill. Fucking, you know, joy quickly turned into fucking sorrow. And it's like, down by the pier, things seem grim, but up here on the hill, seems pretty cheerful, pretty quiet. No fishermen, not a soul, myself included. Just the quiet lights. Beautiful, quite beautiful. Quite beautiful. And then, of course, the lights of the sewage plant there. Luckily, there's no stink today. But part and parcel of big city living, the shit's gotta go somewhere. Yeah. A real beautiful spot. I guess the shame of it is that it wouldn't be a place people would want to come at night, perhaps. Or perhaps they do in the summertime, but the wrong sort, maybe. With the lilies and whatnot. So maybe there's a difference here. Maybe there's something I'm missing or just beginning to realize here. You know, up on the hill, not down by the water. Maybe that's, you know, that's saying something. And then again, maybe it isn't. Who knows? Owl's Head Park used to be, well, I mean, everything was Turks Plantation, Janzoon, and like connected to the Vanderbilts and Jackie O and Anderson Coopster. This was all known as Turks Plantation. Then after that, it was like Yellow Hook, and it was like a resort town. People were doing, you know, Owl's Head Park, Senator Street, named after a big war profiteer, you know, people with their clubs or whatever. And I think Owl's Head Park is like a remnant. Not a remnant, I mean, it's still a park, but it's like a relic from when it was, you know, social club, theosophy, you know, probably all the other cults and, you know, social endeavors before the internet. They probably got pretty hot and heavy with that kind of stuff. Good vibes up here, you know, and they planted the trees pretty well. This place was probably like a Bohemian Grove back in the day, you know, back for its time. But then again, the trees wouldn't nearly be as old. So that's probably just conjecture. There was a house on the grounds somewhere over this vicinity. I think they do tours, like where the house was, and this and that. Anyways, maybe there's some kind of balance there. Peace up on the hill, you know, slight elevation up on the hill, and then you're at sea level, but not quite grim. I didn't want to take any footage of the people doing their candle vigil. You know, they got the pictures, you know, hanging up, and they got the candles. I wanted to be respectful. I wasn't going to go over there and be like, hey, like and subscribe. So I'll probably put these two up as a pair. Although I don't know if I could really consider it any kind of content. Anyways, peace.